Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to the place to be each and every Sunday night, where tonight on Top Split TV, we're coming to you for the final round of Season 33 of Sunday Night Lights, round 12 from Summit Point. I'm Alex McKellar, and joining me, I got the names on the thing wrong, but it is to be clowning around tonight, Mr. Doug Robson. Welcome, Doug. Welcome back to the commentary booth.
Great to be here. Good to see Corey's having a bit of a break, but looking forward to a pretty exciting race after the penultimate race just then. This is going to be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Corey, the chaotic ones, introduced a bit of chaos. No, he told us this week he was going to go and do some work out at the Dirt Oval, which we know he thrives on. So, yeah, good luck, Corey, out there. And I'm sure he'll do good things. Do some good things in the community over there. Speaking of the community, thanks once again to Pim from Cavalcade Racing. He's provided us with cameras for this week. He supported us all throughout the season, and we're very, very much appreciated. The pictures this season have been fantastic. But let's start checking out our field. Car number one's Benny Simonson, but he hasn't taken the track as yet. We'll grab champion-elect, Mr. Adam Miles. Doesn't look like he can be headed this season, and may well have taken out his maiden SNL Championship. Benny Simonson is car number one, though, for Apex Racing. The Dane is back in action tonight. Quality driver, of course. Great to see him back out there. Car number three, and leading the way for the ANZ drivers, is Sam Devantier, the Cowboy, one of three 9,000 I-rated drivers in the field, which is why we see a strength of field tonight of over 6,000. 6K soft tonight to finish the season. Now, average this season well in excess of 5,000 each and every week. So massive support from the community, of course, makes that the case. A Rose by any other name, Franco Ruggieri, joins us once again. He's letting the car really get out and about. Looks like he's going to do 2 warm-up laps. He's going to set a hot one the second time round, really letting the rear of that car go to get the tyres up to temperature. Captain 499 nearly, but generally stupid and slow racing, Mr. Neil Gardner, fresh off the back this season of his maiden podium. Here on a Sunday night, his car number 5, Jeff Randall, who's back this season in action, actually performing very, very well. I reckon the work on the papers has been very, very much well received by him, and certainly by his results. The Wildlife Warrior, car number 7, Ryan Chenoweth for Goose Juice Racing, is back in action. And that very sharp looking livery, just like the teeth on the front of the nose there. He's car number 7, who said Christian Perez, former champion, of course. Peaky Drivers is car number 8. Won the warm-up race in a great battle with Benny Simonson. Great to see Christian out there once again. We thought we might not see him again because of work commitments, but there he is, back out on track. Your mate Doug, the head clown himself, Vasco Sorosky, flying the flag for the clowns out there tonight as car number 9. Great to see Vasco out there. Has been struggling a little bit in quality, which is usually his strength. So I'm interested to see how he goes tonight as he drops it on the front row provisionally, as well, I say that. Car number 10, we're up to the winningest driver in SNL and MNL history, the great Enzo Cantor for Mivano Sim Racing. Is back as car number 10 provisionally in P2. Yannick Morale from France is back as car number 11, becoming somewhat of a regular here. On debut, Samson Pilatman is the next driver as car number 14. And rounding out your field of 15 from UK and I, Doug, is Chris Wayne for Gone Skipping Racing, half of the partnership of those. We've only got one of them. Oh no, we've got both of them here tonight. But he's the other one from the Gone Skipping Racing team, Doug.
Yeah, no, pretty exciting. Let's hope Sam and Franco can keep a part in this race and be up the front where they belong. Vasco, I think, was pretty happy with his performance in the previous race. Enzo seems to be running pretty smooth tonight, so I think maybe less eventful, more just good racing.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Jeff Randall, the other half of the Gone Skipping Racing crew, has just set his lap, but it's Christian Perez. Look at that. He's setting the timesheets alight with all sorts of purple sectors there coming across the line. 20.58, 20.44 if you don't mind, as Pip Simonson by the looks. Chenoweth, although Ruggieri Just got to spot him. There he is. He's just crossed the line. Oh, he's only managed a 20 point, only a 20.5. Top, wow, the top 7, 8, 9 drivers in the 20s. It's not until you get to Brian Kelly in P12 that you see a 21. That's outstanding pace out there. Must be good conditions there tonight, Doug.
Absolutely. I mean, it was I think 20.1 in the previous race was the fastest lap, but to do a 20.4 in quali, that's really impressive and pretty tight field, so pretty excited.
Yeah, that's right. Our champion, Adam Miles, sticking on the second row. As Simonson crosses the line, moves up to second. Sam Devantier, leading ANZ driver, will start off the third row unless Randall's got something to say about it. Set his fastest time, but only moves up to P11. I wonder if Rigeri, he's done his laps. I want to say he's done his laps, but I can never tell. The telemetry here is a bit sketchy. I reckon this might be a second lap. He might have just vigorously warmed those tyres on the first. Oh, no, that's it. That's a 1X. That'll won't matter what he does now. And he was slower anyway, judging by the 3 yellow sectors. So that'll do him. I think Pilatman, Doug, might be the only one still left to set a time here tonight. He's car number 14. Yeah. Sorry, mate, go ahead.
Yeah, he had a disconnect and a reconnect, so maybe when he got reconnected in the middle of quali, maybe he just didn't get the time to put a time in, so...
Yeah, there you go. He's just dropped one up there on debut. Puts it in P6.
Wow.
Go, you good thing. I'm not sure that he may have another one. Miles has gone through. That may just be it. Usually when they've all done their laps, they just, the session ends. But with a minute to go, and usually sorry. You go, mate.
Sorry, he still doesn't have a checkered flag on the entry thing, so he's still valid.
Yeah, right. Well, on debut, Palatman from Europe. He's coming down into turn 5 now. Very important turn. Sets yourself up for the more technical section here through the infield. And, yeah, he's going all right. He's green. Miles is setting purple sectors, but again, I think he's done for the night, Doug. It's Palatman setting green times. He might still improve. You never know.
Well, we hope so. It's lovely to see someone new out there and fast. It's going to be adds more spice to the race.
That's it. 4,500 bought his ticket to ride. I bet he didn't think he was going to be car 14. Or maybe he does know about us. I don't know. But here we go. What's he got for us? Comes across the line. A bit slower in the second sector. Personal best in the third sector. Did not improve and stays in P6. Let's go check through our full grid now for the big one. The final round of Sunday Night Lights for season 33. Christian Perez from Peaky Drivers gets his pole with a 20.4, renewing his rivalry from the previous race of Benny Simonson, who joins him on the front row for Apex Racing. Starting third tonight will be Franco Rigeri. Alongside him on the second row will be Adam Miles from UK&I, our champion-elect. Cowboy Racing's Sam Devantier for ANZ starts out of 5th. Sam Palatman on debut from Central Eastern Europe starts out of 6th tonight. Enzo Cantor for Mivano Sim Racing out of 7th. Starting 8th tonight for the big one will be the head clown for Team Clowns, Vasco Sorowski. Goose Racing's Wildlife Warrior Ryan Chenoweth starts out of 9th tonight. Alongside him, Captain 499 Neil Gardner. Yannick Morel from France out of 11th tonight. Alongside him on the 6th row will be gone Skippin' Racing's Jeff Randall. Expect him to move forward from there potentially. Can work his way through the field a little bit and has better pace than P12. Brian Kelly, similarly from the Midwest, up early again. Half second off pole in 13th. The other gone Skippin' Racing driver, Chris Wayne, starts out of 14th. And Paul Smithers for UK&I. Once again, I don't know if he's got PC troubles or what, but he's going to start out of 15th. The final person on the grid, Doug.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be interesting to see Jeff Randall. He was certainly incredibly fast in the previous race, so let's go.
Yeah, plenty of pace in the warm-up race. Anyway, we've got 10 turns here tonight, 18 laps. Oh, Franco's decided to go grab. Maybe he's forgot fuel. Now he's back on. Here we go. lucky he just got there because the red lights are coming on. You can hear the engines rise. Oh, Franco, is he a bit blinky Bill? Yeah, he might be. As the vigorous waving of Fred the Flag Marshal's green flag kicks us off once again. Franco off into the Never Never. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's absolutely spooking the life out of plenty of them, I'm sure. Devantier, the one right in the firing line, as is Miles. He's there, he's not there. Just remind me never to get on him for pictures here tonight. And he's dropping down the order. Surely he'll get disconnected. And the problem there is, because he's not allowing draft for anyone, who else might get disconnected is the front two. Perez and Simonson, who ran away with the race, the previous race, which itself was 5K plus of a strength of field. They are dead set threatening to run away with this one because Franco is there, then he's not, then he's there, and then he's not. But the radio's going wild out there, Doug. But what do you make of this so far? It's a bit of a talking point, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I just wonder if Adam can see him. I wonder if it's an Australian thing and Adam can see him and we can't. He blinks for us. But, you know, if the two in front get away like the last race, then it's just going to be a crazy battle all the way to the front.
Yeah, that's it. A single line of 15, or let's call it 14 and a half. I'm sure Franco's internet will settle down. It seems to be. He seems to be there more often than he's not at the minute. So that should settle down okay. And we might just get on with the racing. Now, second of 18 runs through, and we see side by side, and they've just leapfrogged a little bit. The question will be, will Franco try to take advantage as Simonson moves to the lead for the first time tonight? They seem pretty calm and collected. A bit of 2x2 there. Swarovski putting pressure on Cantor. But other than the leaders swapping positions, you don't go down, or you don't see another change or movement in position to hit Jeff Randall in P11, who's up 1. And Smithhurst, in that very recognisable pink and green livery, is up 2. Other than that, they're in their running order, Doug. Just it's like the early rounds of the fight, mate. They're just testing each other out with the odd jab and maybe a little hook to the body every now and then.
Yeah, that's right. Samson's come up nicely. He's sort of just the beginning of the second pack, but he probably can get it back on the thing. I noticed Neil Gardner just slipped off a little bit at 4 there, so hopefully he'll be back and create more action.
Yeah, Neil's down a couple. That means Randall's now up 2. Oh, with Smithhurst, the only 2 drivers to move forward in this field. Front 4, though, with Devantier, front 5, I should say, with Devantier on the back. Almost half a sniff of a gap there from Palatman. Perez now returns to the front of this one. The question is, Ruggieri's defending now. They're going to go pairs of 2s here. Side by side is Miles really looking to... No, he's not going to quite get the drive, although he'll have the inside running at 3. Will he keep it there? Will he keep the nose in? He will compromise. They're confident in their speed that they can hang... Oh, look at Ruggieri, the rear of the car stinging as he goes through turn 3. The little kick at turn 4 now. Setting up for the hairpin. The front 2 licking their lips at the opportunity to get away. Deep into the braking zone goes Ruggieri around the outside. He'll hold it through 5 on the inside of 6, and they get it sorted finally. But the ever-present risk, of course, Doug, is the front 2 go away like they did in the warm-up, and that'll be all she wrote.
That's exactly right. The Palatman's now coming up quite nicely on the back of all that action. I think Sam's just going to settle down. He's going to have a crack in a minute. These guys will probably make a little mistake somewhere, and Sam will be the birthday boy ready to go.
Yeah, potentially. Sam has a good mixture of patience and a balance with that, and knowing when to have a go. And he's holding the racing line at the moment while the 2 in front, Ruggieri and Miles, argue the toss over who wants to get into the draft of the front 2, but they're really risking it at the moment. It's at about half second, but they're going to race, the boys. Ruggieri and Miles, they've said, let's have at it. We reckon, and they do. They both have excellent pace. So if any 2 drivers in this field are going to catch the front 2 if they get away, it is the 2 in 3rd and 4th at any given time, depending on when you're looking at them. This time Miles backs out. You can see it really compressed there into Devantier, and that might cost Devantier now as Palatman looks to have a go. And Cantor now looks to have a go through turn 5. And oh, he elbows his way back across. Says, thank you very much. I'll take the position. And Cantor, the next one to move up a spot at the expense of the debutant, Palatman, Doug.
Yeah, I think they all, when Adam sort of slowed a bit, there was a bit of a check-up. I think Palatman quick in qualifying, but maybe just not used to this racing group and how they operate. So he got a bit caught out. Swarovski's coming up nicely, so pretty keen about that. I noticed as they come down here down the main straight, in the previous race, if it gets 3 wide, it's the outside seems to be the quick line.
Yeah, it can be, particularly when it sets you up for turn 3. Of course, but these guys know very well that connecting corners and the pass can take several of them as a result to get done, and you've got to be smart about how you do it. As Swarovski now side by side under threat by Chenoweth behind him as they come through 3 once again. They've pretty much got it line astern. There is a gap opened up. Smithhurst now off the back of Morale, and Gardner will be spewing because he's in the final 4. The final 4, if you don't mind, if I average their I rating, probably be about 5,500, or maybe closer to 5,200, something like that. But Neil's back there in 7K, and then in front of them you got Yannick Morale on the back. It's a pretty, yeah. Again, that's what you get in the 6K soft. Meanwhile, back up front, Rigeri has bridged that gap. Miles has fallen off a little bit. And the front 3 now half threatening to get away as a half-second gap has opened up between Rigeri and Miles and P3 and 4. Doug.
Yeah, Adam's pretty smart about this stuff. He's probably just going to go, you know what, they will battle at some point and they will bring me back, but I don't want to be in their accident. So maybe he's just playing the long game.
Could be. He and Sam Devanti are very good at that. It's 3 wide in the background. Here we go. Randall, Chenoweth, the head clown looking to keep out of it. Palatman getting shuffled back. But like I said, oh, there's nose to tail stuff there through turn 1. Like I said, though, Randall was the one to watch tonight for the one moving through the field. He is up 4 positions after starting 12th, which is literally out of position. But what that has cost them, though, with the head clown on front now, is the gap to the front 6 in this, what will now be a breakaway pack that is very, very difficult to catch. Side by side in the background. Randall now, they're kind of overlapped. It looks like 2, but it's kind of 3 when you count them. Oh, Palatman up the inside there of Chenoweth. They're going to go side by side through the twisty section of the infield. Chenoweth holds him off. Palatman, did he let it go? No, yes, he has. He's been forced to, as around the outside with the bent rear wing goes one Ryan Chenoweth, who immediately looks to move to his right to defend. Palatman's brought something to this story tonight on debut, hasn't he, Doug?
Absolutely, very exciting, but not rude. He's just exciting. I notice up front, top 6 are all together, so Adam and Sam's method has worked out okay.
This is what we've come to see side by side again. Rigeri goes through on Perez this time. These 3 are top quality. This front 5, you got the winningest driver in SNL history. You got the leading ANZ driver patiently waiting on the back. You have, and I say a rose by any other name, you got the top 5 drivers of each one at least one SNL or MNL championship. That's the caliber up here in a 6K field. The cream rises, as they say, but yeah, the Cowboy, the lone soldier in this field in P6 now, who hasn't won a championship. He's come close. I think he's been the bridesmaid a couple of times. On the podium, definitely. The leading ANZ driver in this field. And he is being patient here on lap 7 of 18. But at some point, he will look to turn the wick up and try to move forward against some of the best in the world.
Absolutely, Alex. And I see Jeff's just making that little gap on Vasco. Let's just see what he can do down the straight here, but that's Jeff's style. You know, he's dead set quick, so, you know, his eyes will only be for, can I get up there? Yeah,
that's it, mate, and he showed that in the previous race. He's shown it again here. He's up 5 positions now. Swarovski showing a bit of patience, but equally going to defend as the front group now briefly 2 by 2. They get it sorted single file. Just behind, they're still 2 by 2. That'll be costing them more time. Randall and Swarovski arguing the point. likely Swarovski having to do so because Chenoweth is under pressure from Palatman behind, forcing the point. He's having to attack to defend. Palatman now showing the nose up the inside at 3, forcing Chenoweth to run wide, potentially onto the gravel, which is a bit of a parachute, but a little bit less so these days. As once again, side by side, Palatman wanting to really push the point, forcing it 2 by 2 behind as well. Chenoweth now, will he come out and cover? He doesn't need to. Oh, Palatman deep under brakes at the next one at 6. Jeepers, he's really looking to make a name for himself early there, Doug.
Yeah, absolutely. He's really dynamic, but you know he doesn't hit anyone. He just really pokes it in there. It's given Vass and Jeff a bit of a run now. They're sort of gone-ish. So yeah, no, I think Vass and Jeff, they'll probably work together and try and drag up. But it's a big ask to get back to these guys.
Yeah,
the front 6.
I think unless the front 6 do some crazy stuff, they're gone. It's whether or not Palatman lets Swarovski and Randall get away. 3 wide, almost there. 3 wide they are with the count nose to tail. There it is. Ruggieri goes through. He's having a crack at Simonson now. Side by side is Perez and Miles behind. I say the top 6, well, the top 5 at least are all champions, but that's counting Miles, who's our champion-elect. I don't think he's going to be headed this season. He's probably going to take out the title. Not noting there's still 1 drop round to go, but his lead was such that he will be the champion this season and possibly in the officials as well. Side by side now, Cantor around the outside of Perez is going to potentially get it done through the net. Oh, again, the lunge as Perez had to check up and move to the side to allow for Miles. And Perez, our pole sitter, down 4 positions, if you don't mind. Cantor up 3 to sit just ahead of him in P4, Doug.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's interesting that Cantor was very controlled and conservative in the previous race, and he's changed his racecraft a little to do a better job tonight. So it's very impressive for someone who's so well, respected in his skill level. So
yeah, that's it, mate. He's probably decided to move forward. You've really got to do something dynamic. The caliber and the quality. Look at this. Pretty much the whole field in one shot in 2 packs here. Your lead pack 2 by 2 in the foreground, still going 2 by 2 through the corner. 3 almost wide there as Chenoweth takes the lead of this secondary pack. We often talk about races within races. Well, there are 2 going on as the front pack side by side through turn 3 they go. Overlap and 3 cars there. I almost want to call it 3 wide, but it's really only 2. There's just 3 cars involved. Look at Perez now pushing Ruggieri along through turn 4 into the braking zone at 5. He wants to get underneath Miles. He's pushing Ruggieri. Get out the way, son. I want to get through. I want to get back up the front. But he has to fall in line behind Miles this time round. But he has moved up at least one of those spots, getting past Cantor, Doug.
absolutely, and I mean Sam had dropped off quite a bit at that point, but that fighting just dragged him back in. Yeah, no, it's just interesting to see how close they get when they get 2 or 3 wide and how much it slows them down, but then they're still brilliantly fast.
Yeah, that's it, mate. They're getting it done. Line astern, here we go. He's roll the dice again. We're on lap 11. Simmons has moved right away. Interestingly, he's been sitting on the front for quite some time now, which is not easy to do, particularly on the inside of 1. Because as you say, you get the good drive there. He's checked up behind is Adam Miles, and it looks like Ruggieri might have got that magic drive around the outside line. He'll be on the inside now at 3, and Perez looking to follow maybe. No, line astern they go. Secondary pack now. There's that magic kind of 2-3. Oh, Palatman's gone. Beautiful catch there from Palatman as he copped a little touch in the rear from Chenoweth. And Perez is making moves up front. No, Miles and Cantor go side by side through 5. Meanwhile, on this secondary pack, I don't know where to look, Doug. I've got to try and catch it all, but they're only settle down briefly through the twisties, and then it's all on again each and every time. They start at 1. They might finish by the time they get to 6. This is what we came to see, Doug.
Absolutely. I also noticing Swarovski disappeared from that pack. Clearly, I wasn't paying attention at that point in time, but he's disappeared out of the second 6.
Let's go take a look. I've got something on my telemetry here. Let's see what happened to Swarovski if I can. Oh, hang on. I'll watch the leaders and I'll go back and have a look at that in a sec. See what happened to the head clown. Side by side, 3 wide. So, now Simonson looking to come back. He got clear of Ruggieri. Beautiful exit from the final corner there. Perez now. It's 1-2 once again to our pole sitter and our front row partner there. They've got back up to the front. Perez once again showing his class, his utter class. He can come through from the rear of this pack right back up to the front. Amazing stuff. Amazing skill there from Perez. This second pack now as they come on the exit of turn 3. They look at them left, right, up, down. It's hard to know where to look, hard to know where to put your car. Strategy on the fly is absolutely what's going on. Oh, Palatman switches to the inside there. Beautiful switch back there. The space was there. He took it. Amazing debut from Palatman. Oh, Chenoweth makes him run wide. Very smart heads-up play from Chenoweth to make the space there out of turn 6. Forces Palatman to hold station one more time. Beautiful stuff here. This is what the skippies bring you. Beautiful racing all round, Doug.
Absolutely. I think Palatman on the first few laps was always doing the outside on the left-hander at 5 there, and always realised, eventually learnt that no, the inside is the way, but you've then got to cement it to get to the outside around 6. But anyway, he's coming along great. He's really exciting to watch.
Yeah, that's it, Doug. A side by side. Look at them in the background. I don't know who to where to watch, but in the background, they're 3 wide. Palatman, the aggression, the skill around the outside. As you say, Doug, he should get the draw. 3 wide. Look at Morale looking to come up the inside now on the exit. Oh, wow, they're getting it done again. As they're still side by side in rows of 2. Oh, Palatman making room, forcing Chenoweth. He didn't like it last time. Oh, Palatman running wide. Oh, they're still touching. Amazing stuff. Oh, Chenoweth's gone. He's into the wall. He's gone. He's hanging on. I don't know if he's got any damage. Wow, the aggression in this mid-pack's amazing, Doug.
Yeah, no, it's like we've got 2 races at the same time with the same amount of aggression and craziness. Like, just very, very exciting. But unfortunate, people crash. That's really not the way we want to see it, but it just means they're trying really hard.
Yeah, let's go take a look what happened to Chenoweth. And you can see, oh, he's just got the hip and shoulder. And then Kelly's into the rear. The margins were so tight, and both of them end up. I think it was Randall coming back on after catching a bit of the grass. And then that's unsettled Chenoweth right in front. It put him right in the path of Kelly. He had nowhere to go. Meanwhile, up front, 3 wide for the lead once again. As Ruggieri gets shuffled back, Perez makes sure he takes the wide exit. Cantor now up to P3 briefly. He'll have the other Italian, Ruggieri, on his inside into 3, I should say, no doubt. Perez now fighting for the lead. They were fighting for the lead 1-2 last race, Simonson and Perez, but they didn't have 5 guys behind them or 4 guys behind them, each wanting to grab anything they can as they're still side by side. Simonson leading the way. He will not open the door for Perez, who's defending from Cantor. Oh, but he kind of does, sort of. No, but it's more about where Perez has positioned his car. Cantor still showing the nose through the infield, but Perez had the drive, and somehow they managed to get it sorted single file as a second pack. Not so much. Although out of that, Palatman, unsurprisingly perhaps for some, has almost got a breakaway as Randall now looking to chase down the European driver ahead of him, Doug.
Yeah, no, impressive. Sadly, I saw Ryan Chenoweth going into the pit, so that's unfortunate. I can also imagine Adam Miles sitting there, rubbing his hands, going, do what you like, boys, just don't involve me in it. I'm going to be the champion. Yeah,
that's it. He's also still trying to chase down points for the officials. There's 3 wide once again. Cantor this time comes through to have his shot at the lead. He's doing it at an interesting time. This is where you want to start. It's like moving day of the 3rd day of the golf tournament at the Masters. And the master, the little master from seasons gone by, car number 10, Enzo Cantor for Movano Sim Racing, he's come through to stamp his authority and take the lead at a crucial part of the race where we see Perez and Simonson now looking at the rear of the number 10 as they head down into turn 4 into turn 5. One of the key passing opportunities that we've seen, but the quality's so high. It's so difficult to get past on your own here and through a single corner. Meanwhile, Palatman He's had a stunning debut here. It might only be P7, but strong performance throughout here tonight, Doug.
Absolutely. You know, he's had plenty of chances to go back to P10 if he didn't drive the way he drove, and he made sure he got himself where he needed to be. So, you know, I don't think he's bumped anyone off. I think people have bumped into him, but he's done a sterling job.
Yeah, that's it, mate. He's doing well. Now, up front, Cantor immediately takes the defensive line. He is a little master at defence as well. He often goes early defensive, but this time, beautiful strategy. Moves forward at the right time, then takes the defensive skills and puts them to the test. Makes a bit of space on the entry to one. It's only too wide, and Perez left the room, did not squeeze him. Now it's Simonson looking for a way through as they go 2x2 into turn 3. And forced to use attack as defence is Perez this time round. We're on lap 16 of 18, 2.5 to go by the time they hit the braking zone at turn 5. And Perez has actually got the lead with the drive around the outside. Beautiful work. We talked about it. Sometimes you attack or defend around the outside. We've seen both Simonson and Cantor get done around the outside. I think both times by Perez has shown his preference to get it done around the outside, or at least he doesn't mind inside or outside. How are we going in the second pack here? Oh, Palatman's now under attack, and it's Smithers who's up 7 positions in this field, showing his calibre here tonight after making his debut this season in the top split here on a Sunday night. Smithers in that beautiful peak at Green Lively. Always know who it is. He's ahead of Randall and Morale, and it is Palatman leading him through with 2 to go as they cross the line. Speaking of 2 to go up front, 3 wide. Now Simonson looking to take the drive around the outside, and it's Ruggieri looking to follow him. Cantor defending on the inside. 3 wide they go around the outside. No contact at all there. Just the cars moving underneath the drivers as Simonson goes all the way around the outside. Looks to take the inside, running into turn 3. And gets it done. Beautiful work. 3x3, and then side by side they go and they get it sorted by turn 3. Beautiful stuff, Doug.
Yeah, no, the previous run, Palatman was a bit wide out of 1, and that whole crowd just joined together, and so they rolled the dice on all their positions and said, let's restart again. But he still came back through, so very impressive.
Oh, Ruggieri looking to make the move now, mate. He's got up the inside of Perez, putting all sorts of pressure along him as Miles there. Similarly, 2x2, you don't see that too often through the twisty bits, but they've got it sorted. What's going on? Let's check in with the second pack. Palatman now showing that he's had all the attack, but now he's defending for his life as there's 1 lap to go. Side by side through the final corner, Perez and Ruggieri. These guys have raced a lot as Fred the Flag Marshal waves the white flag very vigorously there. Side by side, 3 wide for P3 there. That's going to cost them dearly as Enzo Cantor and Benny Simonson look to set up for the final lap. Simonson on the inside. What's Cantor got for him? 3x3 they go through the first quarter. They've got it sorted. 2x2 on exit. Oh, Palatman's pushed him out. Oh, that's massive. We'll go back and have a look at that at the end, I think. It looked like Palatman got either turned from behind or just moved across on the guys. They open up the corner and cost them all dearly. Oh, Perez and Ruggieri are gone. They've run each other wide, and that leaves Miles and Devanti to go through. Devanti's patience looking like he's got at least P4 now. Simonson leads the way ahead of Cantor. Beautiful driving there from the front 4 to avoid that. Looks like Ruggieri and Perez have managed to continue, but have they fallen into the clutches of Palatman and co? No, Palatman's made some sort of name for himself. I want to check out that last lap, turn 1 from that second pack, but it's going to be Simonson. And depending on, I don't know that Cantor's got the drive out of the final corner to really challenge him. Simonson, make sure he doesn't give up the inside line. How's he set up the final corner? Oh, no, Cantor into the dirt. That'll cost him. Simonson crosses the line for a famous victory here for the final round of Sunday Night Lights as Perez comes across. What's Palatman got? Sorry, folks. Palatman's led them across the line of that second pack. What an amazing debut. Love it or loathe it. I don't know, but he's done some amazing things out there tonight, Doug.
Well, we thought this was going to be a pretty exciting race, and we actually got 2 sub-races. The first pack and the second pack, and neither of them disappointed in terms of action.
No, 100%. I want to go and see. I wonder if this will be it. Oh, hang on. Where's the... Here we go. Oh, that was it. Let's go back and here it is. And it looks, it looks like he comes across Smithhurst, and then and then Randall's just a passenger there. Yeah, I got to say, he won't win friends doing that if he's going to be here regularly, Mr. Palatman. It looked like he was making space on the run into turn one, and at the expense of those around him, unfortunately. And interesting, but certainly plenty of action in that one throughout. But let's go and check out our final race results here. Oops, wrong button. You think I'd know by now which button it was. Let's go check him out. Benny Simonson from Apex Racing, the Danish driver here, putting on a fantastic show up front. Former champion, of course, and takes out the win tonight in a very exciting race. Really enjoyed that one. Enzo Kanda, another former champion from Ivano Sim Racing. He's coming in second, and big smile on his face. I'm looking forward to that interview. Adam Miles, champion-elect, has come in third, the UK&I driver. 3 champions in the top 3. Sam Devantier, not a champion yet. He's got it in him, though, the cowboy for Cowboy Racing. He's finished in 4th after patiently waiting his time. And it opened up for him a little bit. And he's managed to finish in P4. Ran out your top 5. Another champion, Christian Perez for PE Drivers. The Spaniard has, that last lap incident with another champion. Well, rose by any other name for Gary, for 4Gear TV Racing Team. He's finished in 6th. Those two having their coming together, of course, through turn 3 on the final lap. Samson Palatman. Don't know what to make of Samson, other than he was action followed him wherever he went. That's for sure. Yannick Morel from France in P8 tonight. Great finish for him. He was right in it in that secondary pack all night as well. Chris Wayne for Gone Skip and Racing has finished in P9 tonight, outdoing his teammate, of course, who caught up in that last lap turn 1 incident with Palatman. Chris certainly taking advantage of that. Neil Gardner finished in P10 for generally stupid and slow racing. Captain 499, no doubt disappointed with his result after putting in the yards here this week. Paul Smithhurst, again, did so well. He was up 7 positions and then got caught up in that turn 1 lap last lap incident. Cost him, I think he was up to about P7 or something. So Jeff Randall, the other Gone Skipping Racing driver, similarly got caught up, but did finish inside the SNL points in P12. Vasco Sorosky for Team Clowns. I didn't manage to get back, but he was third and see that incident, but he was 13 seconds off the pace in the end. 35 seconds off the pace was Ryan Chenoweth for Goose Juice Racing after that unfortunate incident. He and Brian Kelly, who finished in 15th, unfortunately missed out as a result of that, Doug. Well, what do you say about that? That was everything you could look for and ask for in a Skippy race and more, mate.
Well, for a championship ending race, a great champion-elect in Adam. 6 off. I don't think you could ask for any better, Alex.
No, that's it. I could ask for better. Hang on, in my software here. Come on. There it is. And I'll grab there we go, and do that one, and then we're going to try and grab some interviews. We'll do them in finishing order, which is our way here, although we're missing our race winner. So we're going to grab the crowd favourite from the interview perspective, Mr. Enzo Cantor. Enzo Cantor. Hey. Oh, my goodness. How about that one, mate? You made the definitive move on lap... I think it was lap 15 to move forward to the front of that pack, mate. Was that the strategy? Leave it till late, or it just took that long, mate, because it was tough to get up there?
Hi, guys. I don't know how many times I defended in this race, and or I attacked or I avoided any kind of duel, because it was only a matter of strategy here, and my strategy is not always very good because my brain doesn't work very well. But well, after failing the qualifying, I had only one choice in this race. So it was be patient, look what happened in front of you, try to defend from back, but don't be. Don't worry, be patient and wait for the right moment. And well, I tried every time I saw a little space to put my nose in without risk too much and without killing anyone, because I want to do a very, very clean and fair race at all. And well, my strategy worked, and probably they helped me battling each other. And in the last lap, I preferred to let Benny go after turn one, because I, I asked him if he wanted to fight, and he said yes. So okay, in the corner one we break very, very hard together, but in the next corner I preferred to let him go, because my goal was to exit in the last corner attached in his S. And doing the last corner in a very, very maximizing my speed and grip in order to pass him before the finish line. But he changed his line and he confused me, so I did a not very clean move in the braking zone of the last corner, and I lost grip and speed, and he won. So he deserved it, and I'm very happy for this second place.
Yeah, mate. I thought I thought it was pretty clear, at least from watching, that patience was the name of the game for you tonight. I saw a couple of times in the warm-up race as well. I think the race before this, you were lifting instead of defending hard, and I thought it really paid off for you tonight. So great execution tonight, mate. Really pleased to see you come away with a fantastic result. In a 6K soft, mate, that's good points. That's 100 I rating, just shy of for you, and guarantees you that next season you can come back and get in every single week by the looks. So congratulations, mate. Well done. Anyone you'd like to give a shout out to or thank tonight before we let you go?
Yeah, sure. I have to say thank you for your work. As I said many times before in this broadcast, that I think it will never ending in the future. And all of my teammates, my team manager Fabio Mantellini, my team Mivano Trasmaster, and yeah, to Benny too, that because he is a very good friend. We had many years ago we had a very bad quarrel. We protest each other after killing each other, but after that, as a real man, we had a great peace, and now we had a very high respect for each other. So that's the reason why I didn't kill him in the last lap. So I wish in the next season very fast for me, and of course with you in the commentary as always.
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks, Enzo. Great to see you as always, mate. Congratulations on a fantastic result tonight, and hopefully we talk to you again soon.
Yeah, surely. See you soon.
There you go. Doug, the great Enzo Cantor. Enzo Genzo on Twitch if you want to go check him out and have a follow. He's got the flashy red boots down there on the pedal cam, and these days he's even using both of them. Can you believe it? He used to be a right foot driver, and so much advantage to be gained with the 2 feet in the skips, of course. And he switched over recently on the advice of a good mate over there in Italy, and now seems to be reaping the rewards there, Doug.
Yeah, no, it seems good. I think even he said that he changed his style, and clearly that helped him to do a lot better tonight, and not be the subject of a controversy, and be just a high level up the front person. So
yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, he knows how to win based on previous seasons, and now with the caliber really stepping up, he looks to have come to the realisation that he needed to make a little bit of a change. And tonight, I was pretty impressed with the approach that he took, and he did a great job. Now we do actually have our race winner. Last week he was in the booth. This week he was on the podium. In fact, he took the whole thing out, mate. Benny Simmons said, "Welcome back to the commentary booth, mate." That looked like a bit of fun, eh?
Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, it was a good race. That was that was a great battle, really. I think could have been anybody there. So He really had no idea where he wanted to be on the last lap. So I kind of thought, if I can get to the lead, and hopefully they fight behind, and it seemed to work out.
Yeah, that's it, mate. There was plenty of action there. What was a front pack of 6 there for most of it, and we had beautiful action and big action in the second pack too. But 6K soft to finish the season. Lot of good racing out there. That's why we come to the skips, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, there's. It's always good, when it doesn't end in a big pile up at the end. I think there's a tiny one, but that's a good race, and as you say, really, really strong stuff as well. So hopefully more of those in the future, as I say.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations on a fantastic win and a hard-fought battle. The up and down nature of it was very exciting to watch, and hopefully equally as exciting and enjoyable on the inside of the cockpit as well. So congratulations again, mate. Anyone you'd like to give a shout out to tonight before we let you go?
Yeah, obviously you guys as always, and big shout out to Adam for wrapping it up as well. I think he's the season champion, so well done to him.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Well, hopefully we'll see you again in the coming season, as I don't think we get rain next season, but can you imagine what Sunday nights will look like when we do? It'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, thanks again, Betty. Always great to talk to you. Look forward to talking to you again soon.
See you guys.
There you go, Doug. That was the great Benny Simonson, multiple champion here on a Sunday night, of course, and did another fantastic job here once again.
Yeah, pretty humble guy. The way he just, well, I did this and I did that, and of course I won. I'm just like, it's impressive just how quick he is,
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's it. He does a fantastic job. Of course, has the caliber from the real life stuff as well to bring to the track, and the fact that we can attract someone here like Benny, who obviously enjoys the racing, is a real testament to some of the guys out there and what they bring to the racing. Now, we have one more interview for tonight. We will bring up our third place winner on the night. After a bit of patience, I felt like he was frustrated at times, no doubt. But our season champion overall, congratulations, Adam Miles. He finally sheds the bridesmaid tag permanently, I think, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you, Alex. Yeah, that was I felt like I come in every week to say it was a race of patience. I had an idea that I just needed a good result, and I think Sam was the closest contender for the championship, and he was willing to play it patient as well. That back there in P6, so I thought, well, if he's going to do that, then I might as well play it patient in P5. So, just kept my delicate parts out of the hornet's nest and just watched it from P4 and P5.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, coming in to tonight, I don't know that you could have been headed. I know Sam had a 0 point to drop, but 225 coming in would have been tough to get any more points this season for yourself, and certainly the points for the official season as well looking pretty good for yourself as well. So, look, congratulations, stellar season, consistency being the name of the game. Once again, and that's what I found so often. It's not only having the pace, the racecraft, and the desire to move forward when you need to, but the consistency throughout the season is what typically sees someone come out on top. So congratulations, mate. I hope you're excited by this one as we were to see out there taking it out.
Yeah, no, it was good. I mean, didn't know how the season was going to go. Got a couple of wins early on. I can't remember what the first one was. I think it was just, I guess, the pre-SNL season starting race, round 2, and then had a good win at Monza. So just carried the momentum forward. P2s and P3s just didn't. It was a season of not doing anything silly. I think the Bathurst was the only real bad result of the season. So yeah, it was fantastic to win a championship, and looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, beautiful, mate. Well, congratulations once again. Anyone you'd like to say thanks to, shout out to before we let you
go? Yourselves, as always. I mean, it's great to have you back. Hope, fingers crossed, we're around again next season. Shout out to everyone else who was in that race. Congrats on podium for the win. And then shout out to Hannah. She's always supports me in my my racing endeavours. She'll usually be there in the chat for SNS, SNL, Iberian Soft, whatever is broadcast, she'll be there. So shout out to her as well.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, mate. Well, congratulations once again. Yeah, next season is the plan again. So look forward to seeing you and all the other folks that make Sunday night so spectacular here on Top Split TV. So congratulations again, mate. Look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thanks a lot, Alex.
There you go, Doug, our season champion, Mr. Adam Miles. For a long time was known as the bridesmaid of the series, and then he comes out tonight and well and truly shirks that tag.
Well, for someone who does so much work for the category, making everything organised, you still have to be very fast, as he clearly is. But then for him to get the championship, I think is just reward.
Yeah, well, you think about all the work he does off the track. The work he does on the track is obviously where the results come from. It's not easy to win a championship like this with the calibre on track these days. The average strength of field, as we said, over 5,000 this season. A night like tonight where it's over 6,000, even more so. The three top drivers, Adam, Sam and Benny, from an I rating perspective, all in excess of 9,000, and there's not many people on the service who can claim that, even specialist or not. That's still an amazing achievement, and congratulations equally for the amazing achievement of taking out the season. Well, folks, speaking of the season and taking it out, that might just about do us. Thank you, as always, to the folks in the chat, people watching the stream, those on track and off who provide their support for us week in and week out. It really does make the difference, and it is why we turn up season after season. This, of course, brings season 33 to a close. We'll be back for season 34, but for now, make sure you go check out the Discord where the results and all the stuff for SNL is posted. The Top Split on YouTube is where you'll find the race replay for this race and all the other races in the 33 season history of Monday and Sunday Night Lights. And of course, in a couple of weeks, we'll be back here on Top Split TV for the live broadcast of the start of season 34. We do also broadcast live in 1440p on the Top Split YouTube channel if you'd like to check us out there. But the traditional home, of course, is here on Top Split TV on Twitch. But for now, folks, thanks, Doug, for stepping up once again in the absence of the chaotic one. It's very much appreciated. And on behalf of the clown himself,